Good morning, day 34, and I'm getting ready to get my bear bag down. It is a sunny day. We're taking our time getting out of camp today because we only have 10 miles to hike, and I'm trying to look and see. There's my bear bag right there. I'm letting my tent dry out a little bit. It had a little bit of condensation in it, so I'm trying to do some other chores until it's time to take that tent down. So here we go. Okay, I have my bear bag. It has my YouTube channel stuff on it. One step at a time from Georgia to Maine. Now back to the campsite so that we can start organizing my bag and getting it set up to take off for the day. Today looks like a beautiful day. We are setting out. Camp is all broke up and everything is packed up. So we're ready to start a day. Should have some pretty nice views today, and I'm not going to say the day's going to be easy, but it's going to be shorter. We just took this side trail to get this beautiful view. It's called High Point. Glorious morning. We have come across a lot of memorials, and this one looks like they donated this section of the trail to the Appalachian Trail. So thank you, Moyer family. Moy family. There's no R there. Hi. After being in the woods for a while, this is a weird sound, but we're coming out of the woods onto the road, and we'll be doing a little bit of road walking before we get back on the trail. So, not sure what interstate this is, but it's a busy one, whichever one it is. And there's the Tennessee. There's the Welcome to Tennessee sign. There. We're about almost 2.5 miles into our hike today, which means that it's going to be a very early day today. We're not going to know what to do with ourselves. Underneath the interstate one more time. Go crossing the street. Go through this little gateway. There we go. Walking trail. And there goes season 1. There's the Welcome to Tennessee sign again. Just saw a yellow finch. I was trying to get it on camera, but it was too crafty for me. We're almost 4 miles into our hike, and it has been pretty gentle. A couple climbs, but just absolutely beautiful day. Tomorrow there's a chance of rain, and Saturday there's a chance of rain, and Saturday we will be going into Irwin, so that won't be so bad. And we'll just have to see what tomorrow brings. But today is beautiful. The birds are singing. I saw a yellow finch. It was beautiful. It was kind of leading us up the trail for a while. That's where we're heading. We just climbed a pretty good steep mountain, but there's no name for it. They're doing this mountain an injustice. It deserves a name because it kicked our butts. It was pretty straight up. Big Bald is where we're going. Big Bald Shelter, 5.7. There's Big Bald Shelter, 5.7. Just after that climb, we get rewarded with this. And that's worth it. And they even have benches. I love it. I like the way that they're made too. The logs. Hey there. We're at 6.5 miles. So 3.5 miles to go. And we're making a climb up to the Bald. And it is an incline, but gradual for the most part. So I'm grateful for that. So today has been absolutely beautiful. It's not too hot and sunny, which is a bonus. And we're going through this really cool spot right now. So I'm going to turn it around and let you see. Kind of reminds me of one of the sections we went through earlier, a little closer to the start of our journey, with all the moss and rocks. Phew. We're walking through another really pretty section, and we're getting closer. We're about 2.25 miles away, and I think we're going up there, so that's gonna be quite a trek, but it'll be worth it. A few minutes ago I tripped and I thought to myself, pick up your feet, Carrie. And then that made me go down the rabbit hole of self-talk. And so I was thinking, you know, it is so important that we are careful about the messages that we give ourselves and the self-talk that we have. And I preached that to my players for decades. And so I think that, you know, when whatever you're doing, like, you got to be careful about the self-talk that you have. I have to be careful about the self-talk I have, keeping it positive, keeping it productive, and just making sure that I'm supporting me and encouraging me in those messages that I'm giving myself, because we probably talk to ourselves more than we talk to anybody else in those thoughts that we have. And I think it's just so either debilitating or empowering, whether on the kind of self-talk that we give. So I like to tell my players, and I some do it with myself as well, not to say the word don't, because we don't really process that word. So if I said, don't see a pink elephant, a lot of us will see a pink elephant. Or if I say, don't leave all your clothes on the floor, you see an image of clothes all over the floor. So instead of stating what we don't want, it's better to state what we do want. And so I try to implement that kind of thinking into my daily life, and definitely into this hike. So just some thoughts that I wanted to share. I'll share a little bit of the trail with you. I had another thought earlier today, and it was, you know, I'll be 63 in a couple months, and I thought, there's so many things I still want to do in my life. And so my thought was, I'd rather wear out than rest out. And so I'm just gonna have that mindset that I'm just gonna keep on going until I wear out. So many things on my bucket list that I want to get done, or that I want to go do. I want to go see, I want to go visit, people I want to see, experiences I want to have. And so this is the big one right here. You see that bald up there? That's where we're headed. I have been trying to make this video for a little while now, and whoa, I just stepped on a board that flipped on me a little bit. And so I've had some people ask me if they could like send me a care package or if they could do Trail Magic via Venmo or PayPal. And I haven't really put that out there yet. But I do have a couple people that have gifted me some Trail Magic through Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. And I think I said a little bit about that before. Tonight, or not tonight, when I go into my next hostel, which is Johnny's, I will be using my gift from Shelly. So thank you, Shelly, so much. I was also able to stay at Standing Bear Hostel because of you, and I really appreciate that. But I'm not posting this because I'm asking for this stuff. I'm posting it because people have asked me, and a while ago, somebody told me that if somebody wants to bless you, don't deny them. And so I certainly don't need it. I want to make that clear. But for those of you who wanted to do that, I'm going to be including my information in the information, the notes section or whatever that is. But please understand I'm not asking, and I certainly don't need it. But for those of you that have asked and that wanted to send a care package, that's really difficult because we can only carry so much and we don't always know what we need. And so that's the best way. Okay, I'm getting ready to climb, so I will see you down the trail. Made it to the top. I really pushed it. That's probably the fastest I've gone on my climb. And this is a view at the top of the Bald. Oh, let me walk over here. Let's see. Let's see if this does this a little more justice. There you go. That was quite a climb, but I enjoyed pushing myself a little bit, and my back is totally sweaty. I took my backpack off, waiting for season 1 to get up here, and we have about 1.5 miles left to go till we get to our shelter, and then we have an easy afternoon. So I'm hoping to put my feet in the stream and hang up my tent. The bottom of it was wet this morning and my Tyvek was wet, so dry that stuff out. I'm gonna flip this around and show you this community that you can see from the top of the Bald. It's called Wolf Laurel, and it's a gated community, but it looks awesome. I'd love to check it out. There you go. Right nestled in the mountains. It's time to say goodbye to this beautiful Bald. I don't know if we'll be back up here, but I don't know if you can see. That's where we're headed. We have just arrived at Bald Mountain Shelter, and there's the bear box. So glad that they have one of those. Thank you, Carolina Hiking Club. And we'll hike back here to the shelter. This is the last shelter that we will have a privy with for quite a while. Not sure what kind of shape the privy's in, but they have one. And there's a water source not too far from here. So we should have a nice afternoon. I think it's like 2 o'clock. And yeah, there's a water source down there. So hopefully the water's running good so that I can soak my feet. Here is the shelter. It's a double-decker, and now we just have to find tent space. And I don't know if anybody's in the shelter. If so, I will shut this off, but there's a picnic table a campfire and a shelter. If there's no room in there. Oh, now look at this. They've put up a little, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but so I made a little home in there. Okay, recap for today. We got into camp about 2 o'clock and did some laundry, hung it up on the line. It was sunny and beautiful. Got my tent set up, had my chicken soup. It was a lot. And socialized at the shelter with some of the other hikers. So I didn't do any videotaping once we got here and I set up my camp, but we are already tucked in. It's chilly already and in my quilt, a nice warm quilt, and I'm ready to get a good night's sleep, hopefully better than yesterday because I was slipping and sliding everywhere. And then we'll get out and start heading north again tomorrow, one step at a time. So I'll see you on the trail tomorrow. Peace out. Bye.